Welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Notre Dame's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football.
First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On second down, looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's going to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That's reeled in. It's McCray. They get him down after he makes the catch. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So Wake Forest's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
Yeah, I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there, trying to impose their will with the run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Takes it from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. He's right on target. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's locked. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got it on the move. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch. Oh, they're faking it. He's looking for a man. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Here come the Irish back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Might as well give it to him again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Love. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Claiborne. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give from the gun. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Demon Deacons are on the move. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Finds his man. It's Mays. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Makes the catch and knocked down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And that is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown, we're still sitting on a 10-point game. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Second down coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Claiborne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Nebraska. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Snagged on the outside, it's McCray. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels.
Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Wake. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take.
Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish, and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes the big fella. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On second down, wants to throw it. They're working that left side. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Wake Forest offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The Demon Deacons have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And the Demon Deacons are on the move. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Notre Dame right back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quickly complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking for a gap. It's Claiborne. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Notre Dame right back to the line. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run the counter. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fields. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Going up top on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Handoff from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Makes his connection. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. The Irish send out the punt unit. You don't always have to block the punt to impact it, and that pressure did that time. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the 1st half, but they've got a chance. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish back on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. On first down, here comes this offense. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Claiborne. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got a man in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Quarterback adapting. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Kansas State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up 14 over Nebraska.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On second down, they'll take to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's McCray. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. A first down for the offense. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Claiborne. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Gets it out fast. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. The aerial assault continues. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he drops to throw. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's locked. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get to him. Got it in the middle. It's Mays. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Run in the red zone. It's Claiborne. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Working that left side now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going.
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Irish! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
On the run, it's Claiborne.
They're trailing by just 4 to FIU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Now they'll run the draw. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Green. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He's going to pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Around the end, it's Claiborne. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Touchdown, Wake! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got a man, it's Payne. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He wants to throw here on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Gotta have it here on fourth down. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship righted.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rockne built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No.
First down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. On the move at the 30. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He'll set up to throw. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Boston College Eagles offense has the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
To the air, it's Castellanos. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Bond. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bradley. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Boston College wants to play fast. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Bradley. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They're bringing heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to throw on third. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Boston College right back to the line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. He'll just keep slinging it. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Eagles.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll give it to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking for a crease, it's Love. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. He's got trips left, single receiver right on 2nd and 2. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Boston College will send out the punt team. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Boston College wants to play fast.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He lets one fly deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Getting some heat. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Bringing it back, it's Payne. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
On the run, it's Love. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's open on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Notre Dame right back to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. A shot toward the end zone.